from Group 7, we will present about hospitalizing and simple future tense. Performed by Group 7, we are Arief Rahman, Eka Sathya, Febi Febriani, Eneng Supiawati, and Kusmiati. For chapter 1, we invite you to read, Bu Eneng.
Thank you. Good night, Mr. John and everybody. For this time, I want to read and explain about the epiglottis. The epiglottis is a flexible flap at the superior end of the larynx in the throat. It acts as a switch between the larynx and the esophagus to permit air to enter the airway to the lungs and food to pass into the gastrointestinal tract. The epiglottis also protects the body from choking and on food that would normally obstruct the airway. The epiglottis is a thin, lid-shaped structure at the superior border of the larynx or voice box. In its relaxed position, the epiglottis projects into the pharynx or throat and rests just posterior to the tongue. The epiglottis is made of elastic cartilage covered with mucous membrane. Its anterior surface consists of the non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium that is consistent with the tissue of the mouth and pharynx. On the superior surface, it is covered with pseudostratified columnar epithelium that is consistent with the tissues lining the larynx. Under the epithelial layer is a thin layer of areolar connective tissue that provides a loose attachment for the epithelium and supplies it with blood vessels and nerve fibers. Throughout each day, the epiglottis spends the vast majority of this time relaxed at the superior edge of the larynx, just superior to tongue. In this position, air is able to enter the pharynx from the nose or mouth and pass freely into the larynx and onward to the lungs. It is only when we swallow food or drink that the epiglottis moves and performs its vital function. The process of swallowing is a complex process involving many structures in the head and neck. During the process, the pharynx, hyoid, and the larynx are folded superiorly to allow the pharynx to widen and receive the material being swallowed. Okay, thank you.
Okay, chapter 2, Miss Mimi.
Good evening, everyone. I will bring the chapter 2. Theme is nursing history. It is important for a student eager to provide patient care to learn about nursing history. Nursing histories provide a framework from understanding how nursing is practiced today and the societal trends that shape the profession. The characteristics of nursing as a profession and what nurses do today have roots in the past, not only in the history of nursing, but also of healthcare and society in general. Today, healthcare is highly complex. Diagnosis methods and treatment have been developed to offer many opportunities for prevention, treatment, and cures that didn't exist even a few years ago. Understanding this growth process is part of this discussion. It helps us to appreciate where nursing is today and may provide stimulus for changes in the future. It is important to remember that nursing is conceptualized as a practice discipline with a mandate from society to enhance the health and well-being of humanity. Say so, 93, page 160, 54. But the past portrayal of nurses as handmaidens and assistant to physician has its roots in the profession religious beginnings. The following section examines the story of nursing and how it began, says Jones and Butler. Thank you.
Next, chapter 3 and vocabulary is Febi.
Okay. Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm reading the chapter 3. Nursing and society. Nursing as a profession has a social contact with society. It is stated in Nursing's Policy Statement A 2010, stated in Jones and Berlit. The authority for the practice of professional nursing is based on a social contract that acknowledges professional right and responsibility, as well as mechanism of accountability, fact-check. Nurses make contribution to society, the community in which nurses practice. Thus, nursing have a relationship to the society and its culture and institution. Nurses do not operate in vacuum without concern for what individual in a community and the community need. Understanding needs and providing care to meet those needs are directly connected to the social context of nursing. Critical value assumptions dealing with the contract between nursing and society that provide an explanation of the importance of contractual relationship A and A 2010, fact 6 until 7, as stated in Jones and Berlit, which include humans manifest an essential unity of mind, body, and spirit. Human experience is contextually and culturally defined. Health and illness are human experience. The presence of illness does not preclude health, nor does optimal health preclude illness. The relationship between the nurse and patient occurred within the context of the values and belief of the patient and nurse. Public policy and the healthcare delivery system influence the health and well-being of society and professional nursing. Individual responsibility and interprofessional influence are essential. Okay, next. Next.
Bentar, Kak. Vocabulary.
Yes, vocabulary. Here is some essential vocabulary for nurses and medical professionals. Chest, noun is sac in the body tissue filled with fluid. Deaf, adjective, in unable to hear. Dementia, noun, is loss of mental capacity. Diagnosis, noun, is medical explanation of an illness or condition. Disease, noun, is a medical disorder that is harmful to a person's health. Dislocated Adjective is when a bird is temporarily separated from its joint. Fever adjective is higher than normal body temperature. Heart attack noun is blood stops pumping through the heart. Patient noun is a person staying in a hospital or medical facility. Unconscious adjective is alive but appearing to be asleep and unaware of the surroundings. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and grammar simple future tense. Mr. Arief. Wait,
Okay, thank you.
wait one.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to about simple future. Simple future tense definition. The simple future tense refers to a time later than now and express fact or certainty atau kalimat tenses yang digunakan untuk menunjukkan kejadian yang belum terjadi atau akan terjadi di masa depan dan berakhir di masa depan. Simple future tense afirmatif, rumusnya ya teman-teman ini ada subject plus will atau shall plus verb 1 plus o atau subject plus to be is am, as, mr plus going to plus verb 1 plus o. Next, simple future afirmatif. Jadi ini ada I, you, then plus will plus verb 1 atau I atau we plus shall plus verb 1. Shall is dated, but it is still commonly used instead of will with the affirmative or interrogative form of I and we in tense. Next, contoh kalimat simple future tense afirmative. Yang pertama, they will take school examination next month. Yang kedua, Arief is going to move to his new house next week. Yang ketiga, I saw him. Next, simple future tense negatif. Nah, ini rumusnya subject plus will plus not plus verb 1 plus o atau subject plus to be is are plus not plus going to plus verb 1 plus o. Contoh kalimat simple future tense negatif. Eka will not join sport club at school. Yang kedua, they are not going to go puncak because of the weather. Yang ketiga, they want to go. Next. Simple future tense interrogatif. Nah, ini rumusnya will atau shall plus subject plus verb 1 plus o atau to be is are plus subject plus going to plus verb 1 plus o. Contoh kalimat simple future tense interrogatif. Will you come to me party tonight? Yang kedua, is Eneng going to watch Harry Potter movie next Sunday? Yang ketiga, shall I open the window? Next,